Reasons why outcasts and misfits become late bloomers. You are not broken. You are not damaged. And you are not cursed. You are becoming the person that you need to become. So, what I'm going to be talking about today, guys, is reasons why outcasts and misfits become late bloomers. I gave a list of reasons, but before I get started, when I say misfits and outcasts, I am talking about chosen ones, but I don't like using that term because it's a goddamn trend and everybody is using that. That word is grossly overused. And it's a lot of people got like this arrogancy and inferior complex. I'm chosen, you're not. I'm up here, you down here. I don't really like subscribing to that kind of thinking. I don't go down that. It's started to become like a cult kind of thinking, and I don't do that. That ain't me. So I digress. Let's get started. I made a list. So number one, you spent your early childhood experiencing trauma and delays. While every child around you, everybody else around you, they had a normal childhood life. They had a 2-parent household. They did good in school. Everything was going well for them. But you, the chosen one, the misfit, the outcast, your life didn't start off like that. Your life probably started off like you probably grew up at an early age getting abused, emotionally abused, physically abused, and sexually abused. Or you probably had to grow up earlier. You had to actually become an adult before you actually were supposed to. You probably grew up most chosen ones and outcasts and black sheeps. You grew up in a dysfunctional family. So you probably had to be the caretaker of your family. You probably had a family member that was a mom or dad that was probably mentally checked out. So they had so much mental shit going on that so they couldn't even really basically respond to you. So what you had to do, you actually had to become your own parent. You had to make your own decisions. You had to feed yourself, or you probably had a parent that was emotionally unavailable, and you just basically left the fin on your own. But don't worry, you finna find out why you had to experience this. Number two, in your early 20s, you felt scattered, misunderstood, and confused. So you're experiencing all this shit all the way up to your early childhood life, in your early years. Now you become to be an adult, and now you start to you go through this weird ass process where it's like you can't fit in certain friend groups. The world tells you to go get a job. Hey, get you go to school, graduate from high school, get you a college degree. You get married, you buy a house and get a mortgage. And it's like you see other people around you doing that type of shit. But for you, you trying to do everything that the world is trying to tell you to do, but you running into roadblocks. You getting outcast. People treating you poorly. Or you coming to this point, you like, yo, I don't belong in this earth. Like, what am I doing? You can't hold a job. You go through job after job after job, and you don't understand why this is happening. So you start to people please. You already realize that you already is realizing that, hey, you know what? I don't fit in this world. So you start people pleasing. You start copying others' identities. You take on a false persona, a false identity. You take on a false identity to basically block you from being the outcast or being alone. And this leads into number 3. So basically, you start to people please, and you take on a false identity. And what end up happening is when you take on a false identity, you basically have no identity. You just basically like a damn robot. You're doing everything what everybody else tell you to do, and you realize it's not working. So, and number 3, you experience a traumatic event. And this traumatic event right here is a catalyst for your spiritual awakening. It could be the death of a loved one, a harsh breakup. And this catalyst, this traumatic event, leads you into having the spiritual awakening. Number 4, in this spiritual awakening, you experience forced isolation. And in this forced isolation that you experience, it's like the universe, God, whatever you do, it puts you in this little, you go through this traumatic event, and it separates you from everybody. It's like basically you being set apart. Not in a religious kind of way, but it's like the universe is basically setting you apart. And in this process, you lose friends, family. It's like it basically stripped everything away from you that is false. False personalities, false beliefs, false identities. It just strips it away. And while you are going through this particular process, you are starting to become aligned with your true identity. See, now when you are in forced isolation, you don't have distractions. You don't have people telling you how to dress, how to eat, how to think. You are able to hear from your inner conscious, God, whatever you want to source, whatever you want to call it. You're able to actually get insights. You're able to align with the person. You can't align to become to the person. You basically become the person that you came to this earth to be. I don't know what's wrong with my fucking words this morning. And this leads me to number 5. In this forced isolation, you find your purpose. You start to find out why you came to this earth. And you found out your mission in this earth. And whatever your purpose is, that's, between you and the Creator. But you start to find your purpose, and you start to realize why you experienced the bullshit you experienced at an early age. And the crazy part about this, you start to understand that. And the reason why you had to go through all this bullshit, because 1, you're not meant to be a part. You're not meant to be a part of the crowd. Your calling in life is to stand out. You're not supposed to be a follower. You're not supposed to be following. You are the trendsetter. People should, you found your purpose, and now you understand why you went through all of that, and now you understand that, you're not the reason why you don't fit in, you didn't fit in, and the reason why you had to go through all that bullshit because you're not meant to follow the system of the world. You're supposed to basically carve out your own path and be a trendsetter. And everybody that's in the world being brainwashed, they should be able to look to you and be like, I want to follow I want to do what he doing. He going his own path and he doing his own thing, and he doing a damn good job at it. And most Outcasts and Misfits, they end up at the age of like 34, 35, they end up finding their purpose, and they end up getting rich. That same purpose be the purpose that gets them rich, all kind of shit. And they end up becoming trendsetters. That's all I got for you guys. Comment, like, subscribe. I'm done.